It was morning when I found it. Folded, soft, resting beside the jasmine vase she placed before she left the world. Her handwriting trembled, as though each word carried the weight of farewell. The ink had faded at the edges, but her soul still shone through every line. It began not with pain, but with love. That kind of love which refuses to fade, even when the heart that wrote it no longer beats. She wrote, "My love, when I am gone, don't let sorrow make a home in you. Let me be wind. Let me be moonlight. Let me be the breath that still moves your name." I held the paper close, as if it still carried her scent. The jasmine outside swayed like her laughter, and I could feel her sitting there, just beyond the veil of what my eyes could see. How do I read such a letter without breaking? Each word sliced my soul open. But from that wound, a strange peace began to bloom. The desert outside was silent. Even the falcon seemed to bow. The sun rose like her last smile. And I whispered, "If you have become wind, then I will learn to breathe again." That was the morning I stopped calling her gone, because her last letter still breathes inside me, through me, as me. Part 2, The Breath Between Words. Night came softly that day, carrying the scent of her hair through the curtains. The palace, once echoing with laughter, now whispered verses to the moon. I lit a candle and read her letter again. Slowly, like one would touch a sacred relic. She had written, "If love is true, it doesn't end. It transforms." I stared at those words for hours. They didn't hurt me this time. They healed. They spoke of something beyond the human. A divine continuity. A rhythm that doesn't die when the song stops. I realized then that she was teaching me how to love her differently. Not through touch, but through truth. Not through eyes, but through eternity. I walked outside. The desert wind brushed against my skin. Gentle, familiar. And for the first time, I didn't shiver. I smiled, because it felt like her hand again. The stars above looked alive that night, as though every constellation was a letter from her heart. And I read them all. Without fear. Without tears. Without end. Part 3, When the Ink Turned into Light. Days passed, but her words never aged. I began to carry the letter with me, folded close to my chest, like a shield made of love. Whenever loneliness whispered, I opened it, and her voice filled the air again. "Do not let grief bury you," she had written, "for my love will dig you out of darkness. Oh my beloved, your words have become my compass. I travel through the dunes of longing, but I never lose my way. For even in absence, you left me a map, written in the language of faith. Each night I pray, and in the silence after my prayer, I feel your soul kneeling beside me. Sometimes, I hear your breath in the flicker of the candle flame. And sometimes, I swear the ink glows faintly, as if your spirit still writes between